Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today, you guys, we are going to look at the energy for this week. This is March 10th through March 15th. So let's just see what there is to see. As always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinions, and be kind in the comments section down below. Okay, you guys, I hope you are all doing well. Let's see what energy the universe has for us for this coming week. Monday the 10th through Saturday the 15th. Very big energy, you guys. Very big energy. Okay, so one of the things I've mentioned before, I'm going to briefly mention again, is we have major arcana cards and minor arcana. Major arcana cards are the cards that are like a picture with a name. The minor arcana are the suit cards. So it's like 10 of cups or 3 of swords, okay? The major arcana represent major themes that are going on in our lives. The minor arcana are sort of the lower, or like the subplots, if you will. Okay, so starting right off, the energy for the week is the energy of strength. This is great. This is really, really good energy. So people are going to hold strong this week. I feel like we will be tested perhaps a lot this week, but it's this feeling of strength, holding strong. What do we need to watch out for? We need to use temperance. We need to use balance. Temperance is about finding the right mix to balance things out. So that's what we need to be really, really careful of. We're going to see things in the world where it's going to be about balance. So this could be issues that we're seeing between Russia and Ukraine. This could be issues between, any number of different people in the or countries in the Middle East. So it's about finding this balance. And I think also this is talking about how world leaders are dealing with Trump. They're trying to find this balance of like holding him accountable, but also not like triggering him. So I think we're going to see a lot of that balance this week. The energy that we're coming out of is the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups this is family energy. So this could be, this weekend, I didn't really hear of too many, well, there's always terrible things that happen, but here in the US, there wasn't, it was pretty relatively quiet. I think that this could be the energy that we're coming out of, right? So perhaps this weekend, the general energy of the collective was time spent with family, getting some time to rest, getting some time to relax. I know I personally spent time with my family this weekend. So I think that that's the energy that it's talking about. It's like coming out of, it was a pretty quiet weekend, And what are we going into? Well, we're going into the Six of Wands reversed. So Six of Wands reversed is about postponing something. When it's upright, it's all about victory, achieving something. But when it's reversed like this, it's like you're not quite there. Something's being postponed. So we're going to see something get postponed this week, whether that's like pushing out further tariffs or I don't know, but something that has been said will happen at this time. There will be a postponement. Okay. I'm really curious to know what this is. If you guys see what it is, let me know. Okay. So what is the goal of this week? The goal of this week is to get through this week in the strongest way possible. This is about this is about having hope. This is about looking for inspiration. So this could be a week of a lot of people coming together and raising up their voices in social protest. This is getting word back or having that hope that court cases are going to start coming back and we're going to start seeing some movement. But this is the energy of hope. But what we don't see coming is the Three of Swords reversed. The Three of Swords reversed is heartbreak. It's grief, and it's a need for reconciliation. I'm wondering if we're going to see this week some type of situation that causes grief between, like, what I'm thinking is like some kind of an attack or something that's big that leads to this heartache and this grief, because this is also a card of needing to reconcile. So this would be like something happening and then it being big and people needing to, like, it being so big that people are saying, like, wait, we need to reconcile this. Like, this is like, this isn't worth it. Okay. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. As far as the energy, this is like news, information, things coming in. We're going to get a lot of information really, really fast this week. I know we normally do during a Trump presidency, so that's nothing new, but this could be things coming in at an even faster pace than normal. Knight of Cups reversed. The Knight of Cups reversed is about being disappointed, or it's about an offer or something that you want that's not materializing. This is in the environment. So we might see something that Trump has been pushing for perhaps not materialize. This could also be people's money not materializing if there are issues with Social Security. So just, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying be mindful of that, okay? Because, you know, I've mentioned this before, but when we look at tarot, it's just broad concepts. It's archetypes and themes that I try to then decipher and put it into context as far as what's going on today in our world. So understand that when I give examples of what it could be, it doesn't mean it's going to be exactly that. It's just going to have something that has that energy, okay? That's going to flow like whatever example I give you. This is the hope or fear. And I think that this is the world card. There's so much at stake right now. People's fears are so massive and people's hopes are so massive because this is such a critical time. This is huge. This is, the world card is the final card of the major arcana. It's like the culmination of everything. This feels to me, we're in this very, very critical time that is very important. This isn't just we're seeing some political stuff play out. We are seeing history, and I don't think that this is going to be great history be played out. Then we end the week with the Death card. What is the Death card? So the Death card could be someone dying, but it doesn't always mean someone dying. What the card represents is the end of one cycle and the birth of a new cycle. Okay, that is what the meaning of the card is. Now, this could mean, though, that someone would be taken out. We've all been predicting that DJT is going. So, you know, we'll put that out there. But this could also just be the ending of something. So this could be like the ending of a partnership. This could be a week where we see like the complete severance of a partnership between us and a former ally. It could be something like that, but it's something that's ending. This can also talk about the ending of agencies closing down, because it's the end of a cycle or an end of an era. So we could see that as well. Okay, perhaps Department of Education. I'm really concerned about the Social Security Department. I'm very, very concerned about that. Okay, so now that we've seen the general energy for the week, I want to pull out some other cards. So as you guys know, or if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. If you're ever curious to know where I get my cards or what cards I'm using, if you look in the description box below this video, there is a link to my website. On my website, I have pictures of all of the decks that I use, and if you click on them, it'll take you to a link where you can purchase them. All of the decks are there. I make sure that they're all there, so I promise you they're all there. The only deck that is not there is actually the deck that I'm shuffling right now, and this is because this is a deck that I made myself for doing these types of readings. So also, if you're interested in supporting the channel, we have a membership. My members get access to member-only content, like, oh my gosh, there's all kinds of stuff. Extended readings, member-only lives where members get to ask their questions and I answer them. So it's a lot of fun. If you're interested in that, the information to that is in the description box down below as well. Okay, that's enough talking. Okay, so these are just going to be just keywords, okay? Let's take them. I was going to say that's too many, but you know what? We're just going to roll with it. Oop. Okay. So let's see what we have here. We have a lot. Okay. So let's start to kind of just dig into this and see what we can find. We're going to use, you know what I want to do? I want to do the what's the vibe first. So let's get some vibes here. I want to get the vibe for this social media influencer. I'm going to pull this aside. What is the vibe for the social media influencer? What is the vibe? That is too many, and we're not going to take too many. One card, please. Harmony, balance, peace. Okay, so that's interesting. We might see social media influencers that are bringing balance to news stories. What is this about? Can we get, I want to get a tarot card for this. So we have social media influencer, harmony, balance, peace, happiness. This is interesting. Social media influencer. Okay, so it's a social media influencer. They bring harmony, balance, peace. Can I get one clarifying card? I got two. I've got the Two of Swords reversed and the 10 of Wands reversed. Two of Swords reversed is being blind to manipulation and being deceived. The 10 of Wands reversed is about being accountable. I wonder if there's going to be a story that comes out about a social media influencer who is known for creating content that's harmonious or peaceful, being manipulated into some kind of a situation. That's interesting. Okay, so that's our social media influencer. Okay. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. All right, now I want to take a look at NATO foreign leader. heir, inventor, billionaire, and dictator. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what we can get. So the first thing I want to do is get a what's the vibe card for foreign leader. Foreign leader. What's the vibe for this foreign leader? Wishful thinking. A second chance. Deja vu. Nostalgia. Okay. So I'm feeling like this is Zelensky wanting a second chance. What is Zelensky wanting a second chance at? Is he wanting to do the mineral deal? What is this about? Okay, Three of Swords, heartbreak, grief. There's, yeah. So we're going to see a lot more difficulty for the Ukrainian people. This is all about what they're experiencing now. And I feel like a lot of this is going to be Zelensky like wishing he could go back and have done things differently, but there's nothing he could have done that would have been any different, because what happened there in that office, that Oval Office, was a setup. So, oh, by the way, all of these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinion, and yeah, be entertained. Okay, you guys, strictly my opinion. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like this is his, what's going on with him. Okay, so now I want to get the vibe with NATO. What's going on with NATO? What is the vibe with this NATO, and how is this tying in? NATO. What is the vibe with NATO for this week? We're going to take it. Okay, so we have, oh my gosh, cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awakened, puzzled, confused, perplexed, conflicted. Okay. I wonder if we're going to see the Trump administration start to really talk about leaving NATO. I don't think that they'll actually do it. They might, but I don't think that they are going to move that fast. But I feel like that they're going to start actually, like, really, that was a terrible shuffle. They're going to start really talking about it. And there's going to be a lot of, confusion on the part of NATO, confusion on the part of the American people, a lot of things that are not clear. And then it's going to be confusion of 1 minute we're in, 1 minute we're out. It's just like, what's going to happen? Oops, I dropped my cards. Hold on. It's this idea, though, of like this back and forth, back and forth. I want to get one tarot card, please, on this NATO situation. And what NATO is confused about is they're not confused about what's going on with Europe and like Zelensky and of that, because it's pointing this way. And what do we have this way? Well, we have billionaire, we have dictator, we have inventor, and we have heir. And any one of these cards could be pretty much anyone over here on the Republican Party. So I feel like the puzzlement and the confusion is pointing this way. It's coming from here, okay? So we're going to take both of them. So we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands reversed. Queen of Wands is very self-assured. This is very down to earth. This is also passion. I believe that this has to do with the energy of NATO. This could be one specific leader, but it doesn't have to be. It can be the general energy. This is being confident. This is the members of NATO really becoming confident, and we don't need you kind of energy. This Page of Wands, this is issues with communication. This is specifically electronic communication. So I definitely feel like this is around us cutting off intelligence to Ukraine, and then NATO has cut off intelligence sharing. Not NATO. Is it? There's some countries that have cut off their information sharing with the U.S. And so we're going to see more communication breakdowns, communication being severed, information not being shared, but it's at the benefit of NATO, not the benefit of, it's going to hurt the US. It's not going to hurt NATO at all. Okay. And I think we're going to be given this story in the media where it's like, Europe is so weak without the US. There's no way they can survive. They need us. And I'm not so sure that that's true. It might be, but it might not be. Okay, so now we have this heir, inventor, billionaire, dictator. I feel like this heir, inventor would be Elon because heir could really be Trump or Elon. And then actually he could be this too, and this could be Trump. I feel like this is all of them. So let's just interpret this as what's going on this week between Trump and Elon. So what's going to be the vibe this week between Trump and Elon? What is going to be the vibe between Trump and Elon? Possibilities. Okay. So they have possibilities of all the different things that they can do. There are all sorts of possibilities this week. What are they going to do? What is the other vibe? Can we get another vibe card, please? Possibilities. They can really do just about anything. The possibilities are endless. Narcissist. Egotistical, opportunist, fragile. Okay, yep. That's pretty spot on. Can we get one more, please? And we have psychopath. Wow, I can't make this stuff up. Abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. So I think we're going to see really a lot of instability this week. Let's move these out of the way. Well, yeah. I think we're done with this. So we'll move those there. Okay. And let's pull some of these whispers of the unsolved and just see if anything comes up. Again, if you missed when I said the first time, if you are curious to know what decks I'm using, click on the description box down below, and there's a link to my website. On my website, I have links to all the cards. Okay, what else should we know? What else should we know this week between Trump and Musk? Okay, so I think there's going to be a new celebrity brought into the mix. I wonder who it's going to be. I think it's going to be someone new, someone we haven't seen before or we haven't seen very often. Probably a D-list celebrity. This could also be a celebrity that maybe isn't there in support of them, but maybe this is a celebrity who is in opposition. Let's see, what else? Hands tied. Hands are tied. Their hands are tied. And they're at a crossroad. So they have choices that they can make. We have all these possibilities. But we've got a narcissist and a psychopath, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, at the helm making the decisions. Okay, what else? Gift package. Cover up. So we're going to see Elon awarding himself more and more of these contracts. We're going to hear about something new this week. Some new contract that he's given himself. So we know about the Verizon one. And we know about, there's another one. I know he wanted to do take over the FAA. I don't know if that was the Verizon one. I don't know. There's a couple. Okay. So I feel like we have covered that. So now I want to take a look at Big Pharma. What's the vibe of Big Pharma? What's going on here? What is going on with Big Pharma? What is the vibe? Apology. Ooh, Big Pharma is going to have to offer an apology this week. I wonder what is going to come out. Big Pharma has to offer an apology. Could this also be talking about RFK Jr. and his backtracking now, saying that maybe kids should get vaccinated against measles? Two of Wands reversed. Two of Wands reversed is hasty, being in a rush, and here we have rash action. So it's like going too fast. It's doing something too fast, and now you have to go back and apologize because you did something too fast. Let's see what else we can get for Big Pharma. Going against their better judgment. So they had information, whatever this is, there was information, but they went against their better judgment to look into it. They were just in a rush, they were hasty, and now they're going to have to owe an apology. Let's get one more clarifying card here. One more clarifying card. Oop, man, I'm throwing them tonight. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. Ooh, this is about a battle. This is about a fight. So this could be a legal fight. This could be infighting within a company. This could be a class action lawsuit, people coming against Big Pharma. But whatever they're apologizing for, it has had this result of leading to this battle. People probably fighting to get some kind of like if they've been injured in some way, trying to get some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know, when you sue someone and you get, it's not repayment, but there's a term for it where you get like an awarded. That's not the exact word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's interesting. I wonder what that's going to be about. So, okay, Big Pharma this week, you guys. Then we have serial killer, blogger, vlogger, male singer, and serial killer. Let's do serial killer. What is the vibe of the serial killer? What serial killer news could there be? Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Oh, you guys, I'm wondering if this is going to be news coming out in the Brian Koberger case. He would technically be a serial killer. Well, would he be a serial killer? I mean, technically, because he's killed more than one person, allegedly. He's been accused of. They're saying now that, you know, the you know, D penalty should be taken off the table because he is on the autism spectrum. But I'm wondering if this is going to be more information coming out about that, about him being, you know, more of a defense of why he is the way he is or what happened. Magician, smoke and mirrors. This is trying to put forth an image that's not accurate. It's putting forth something that's not true, and it's also majorly untapped potential. And I think that this is very much Brian Koberger because he was is, I guess, a very smart person, or seems to be. It's hard to get into a PhD program. I know because I've tried and I got rejected. They told me I needed a second master's degree. So, you have to be somewhat intelligent, but it was all like, so he had potential, but he just he allegedly, you know, had some issues. And I'm wondering if that's what we're going to hear more about this week. His untapped potential, why he is the way he is. Maybe we're going to hear something about his childhood, being left alone, being rejected. Five of Cups reversed. Five of Cups reversed is about sadness. It's about losing something, and it's about not being accepted. So yeah, I think we are probably going to hear some like just more background information about his childhood, growing up, feeling isolated, and how that impacted him. Okay, which I'm sure no one really cares about because there's no excuse for what he did. Let's take a look now at vlogger, shall we? Let's do blogger, vlogger. What's the vibe? What are you guys thinking of this flow of doing the weekly prediction like this? I kind of like doing it this way instead of pulling for each day because, you know, last week a bunch of my predictions came true, but not quite on the days. Like we had crypto and then Trump signed in the crypto reserve, but it was like a day off. And then there was a couple others, but they were like a day before or a day after. So it's so hard to get timing. So I kind of like doing it this way. So it's just the week and we let, you know, the universe work itself out in its own time. Okay, so what is the vibe for this blogger vlogger? We have consequences. So we may see someone get in trouble, someone that's been a blogger or a vlogger. They've made some bad choices and we're going to hear more about it. This one I don't think we need to pull anymore. Okay, and then we have male singer. What is going on with male singer? I'm going to do tarot. I'm wondering if I know who this is already. But let's just see what we get for male singer. I want 3 cards, please. There's 1, 2. That's too many. 3. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is, it's battle. It's conflict. It's being sneaky too. It's like Machiavellian. It's like trying to get away with something. Emperor reversed. The Emperor reversed is all about authority and someone's perhaps struggle with authority. And then we have this 9 of Cups reversed. And the 9 of Cups reversed is all about ego. So right now, there is a male singer who's in a lot of conflict and he's struggling with authority issues. He's got ego issues. I think that this is talking about Diddy. I think we always get Diddy, which is like, I wish we would kind of get other stuff. It seems like, oh, is this about his lawyer? Emperor, I'm wondering if this is about his lawyer. Temperance, balance. I wonder if he's going to get a new lawyer. His lawyer quit unexpectedly. So I wonder if they're going to announce a new lawyer this week. Okay, that could be what that is. Okay, you guys. And then we have Princess, the final card. What is the vibe with this princess? Princess. We have time and waves. So time, delay, procrastination, too busy. Waves, emotions, worry, and fear. I have no idea at all what this is. Princess, time, and waves. A princess cruise ship? Having an issue? Some type of... Oh. 3 of Wands reversed is inactivity. It's not going anywhere. It's being negligent. It's an extreme mistake. Then we have the Death card, end of a cycle. You guys, I'm wondering if something's going to happen to a ship. And I think the reason why it doesn't have to be a princess cruise line ship. I think that this was just the universe's way of getting me to make that connection in my mind that it's a big boat. I'm wondering if we're going to see something with a boat. I don't know if this is going to be like a passenger boat or if this is going to be military. I'm almost feeling like this is more passenger, something happening to a passenger vessel. Okay, I hope that prediction is incorrect. Okay, you guys, if you're still with me and you liked this reading, please be sure to give it a thumbs up on your way out. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.